So, hello there everyone, welcome back to a new video, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be me giving you all the latest news and updates, of course, and giving you my opinions on them. Yeah, mate, football has been a drama show over the past, the world has been a drama show over the past couple of months, but a lot's been happening in football over the past couple of weeks. I just simply want to talk with you about it. So first off, I want to talk about Marcus Rashford replying to Kevin Holland-Rake on Twitter yesterday. I'll put up on the screen what Kevin Holland-Rake said and why Marcus Rashford felt the need that he had to reply. But listen, I don't want to get into politics too much on this channel, because one, I don't know enough about it to talk about it. Two, I know it's a very touchy topic for a lot of people. And three, I just think it's a load of arse anyway. It doesn't take a genius in this situation specifically to realise that Rashford is a fucking don and Kevin Holland-Rake is a cunt. Like, listen, mate, absolute respect to Rashford for it. Listen, to have your head screwed on your shoulders that young, mate, when it really shouldn't be your job to literally feed families. Like, oh, it's unbelievable that I'm even saying this out loud. A professional footballer, the so-called immature, overspenders because they're getting paid big time. It's like, it's come to this for them to do that job. You even look back at the pay cut. The government didn't take a pay cut, at least from what I'm aware, and footballers had to take a massive pay cut. So I want to reiterate, as amazing as this is from Rashford, it just shouldn't be his job, mate. Like, what the fuck is going on? But yeah, absolutely disgraceful tweet from Kevin Holland-Rake. Now, this isn't going to be an LFC-based show, but why are we possibly going to sell Gini to Barcelona for what isn't sounding like a hell of a lot of dough? Why haven't we gave him a new contract with everything he has done for the club? He is a solid player for Liverpool. I don't understand. I mean, of course, there's always more to it. And don't get me wrong, I'm sure Gini Wijnaldum, even himself, would like to play more than what he's been given at his time at Liverpool. But it just seems that over the past few months, there's this dark cloud that's came looming over the club and Gini Wijnaldum's contract situation. And it just seems like the happy Gini Wijnaldum tune is like, it's like diminished, it's not there no more, and it's because of this contract, and we can get that back, just give him a new contract. I don't get why we haven't just given him one with everything that he's already done, but, let me know in the comments down below, do you want to see Gini Wijnaldum and a new contract signed? I think we only benefit from signing Gini Wijnaldum on a new contract myself. You can see what he can do when he comes on, you can see what he can do when he starts. He is a sound player, and with the amount of games that I at least want to see Liverpool play this season, we're going to need good squad depth, and Gini Wijnaldum is a part of that. And next off, why the fuck haven't we signed Thiago? It's getting a bit fucking ridiculous now, Liverpool. Don't get me wrong, I know Klopp knows what he's doing, mate, but it's like, Thiago doesn't make us worse like that when we know that for certain. And say if he's about 30-35 million, which is what's rumoured for him, from Bayern Munich, mate, he's just been the man of the match in the Champions League. Go and get the cunt, do you know what I mean? Like, he's good, he's boss, and I think in Liverpool, he'd fit our system great. So, FSG, Jürgen, just listen to a brother. Go and get Thiago, he's boss. Now, this is a massive, massive one, which I actually think a few weeks ago wasn't that much of a surprise, but now is quite a significant surprise. Messi being forced to stay at Barcelona. I mean, I'm not going to lie, mate, I just think it's a bit of a slap in the face from the chairman of Barcelona and Barcelona themselves. I think, like, to say that he, to claim, at the beginning of the season, at least there was claims at the beginning of the season that Barcelona would allow Messi to leave if he had decided to do so. Bear in mind, he could have left last summer after the tragedy that happened with Liverpool, because even though as a Liverpool fan I felt it was the Anfield roar that got us through that game, Messi isn't going to think like that, mate. Do you think the greatest player of all time is going to think, oh yeah, I went to Anfield and it was the fans that scared me? No, of course he's not. He's gonna put that down to not only himself but the team around him. Yet he still gave you another year. What happens in the Champions League happens in the Champions League against Bayern Munich, and now he wants a new challenge. Like, is that so wrong for a player who has done as much as he has done for Barcelona? Now, I know Barcelona gave him the world when he first joined, but it's like he has gave him the world, the universe, and everything else back. Now, there was rumours that he was going to go to Manchester City for free. Now there's rumours saying that the only way Messi can leave is if that 700 million buyout clause is triggered. On top of that, you've got reports about his family. They were crying when they found out that, that the dad wanted to leave, that the husband wanted to leave. But that's not to say that Messi shouldn't have at least been given the chance or the choice himself to decide otherwise, because, mate, you only get one career. I think the one thing that could hold Messi from being the greatest of all time in a lot of people's eyes in the future will be he didn't do it elsewhere. But I don't know, that's just me. Let me know in the comments down below. In my opinion, I think it's a bit of a disgrace from Barcelona myself. Next, I want to talk about all of these signings that Chelsea have been making now. Don't get me wrong, these are some absolutely brilliant signings, and Chelsea fans should 100% be excited for the upcoming season, mate, because if you can't be excited about all these new players, then why be a football fan? This is what football's about. You know, you sign all these new exciting players like Werner, Ziyech, Havertz and stuff like that. But listen, as amazing as on paper as these signings are, and as great as a first season that Frank Lampard had, and obviously with the transfer ban now being over, they feel like they need to catch up a bit on money. They've spent 130 million this summer transfer window, and I do think Chelsea are going to be the team to watch this year. Offensively, they should be exciting, especially when they get a bit of a tactical system together. But I do still feel Chelsea have a lot of concerns at the back. Obviously, just spent 50 million on Chilwell, which, don't get me wrong, I think is sound. You know, you ain't going to go and get much better left backs out there. And obviously they signed Thiago Silva as well, but Thiago Silva's about 50. And then on top of that, you've got Rudiger, who's injured left, right and centre, and Kurt Zouma. So as good as your attack is, Chelsea, don't get too excited, because even you know that it's all well and good outscoring your opposition, but sometimes you do just need to stop them goals going in from the other end, and I think Chelsea are going to struggle with that a lot this season. Moving into another club and their transfers. I mean, listen, at least other clubs are making transfers. My club clearly isn't. So yeah, this is Carlo Ancelotti and his Blue Everton boys, and his new signings. They've just confirmed the signing of Allen from Napoli, 22 million, which I think is a good signing, by the way. Obviously, the manager knows him well, and I think Allen could come into the Premier League and do bits and offer a position in that midfield that Everton have kind of missed since, you know, the role of Idrissa Gana and stuff, and will fill a very much needed hole in that midfield. And then to follow this, these are two transfers that are nearly done at time of recording this video, in Decore from Watford and James Rodriguez from Real Madrid, of course. Now, let me talk about the Decore one first briefly. I think that would be a good signing. You know, he's Premier League proven, and I feel like defensively would offer quite a lot to the Everton team, and I do think would be a sound signing. But when you talk to me about James Rodriguez, I just don't know if he has that same sorcery about him, mate. I just don't think it's in him. In my opinion, he's one of the most overrated players in world football. Like, and I'm not saying this because he's linked with Everton. Like I know people are going to comment like, oh, if this was 2 years ago, you would have well took James Rodriguez. Maybe I would, but Liverpool weren't as good 2 years ago. In fact, 2 years ago, we hadn't won a Champions League yet. So maybe I would have tried taking that risk. But seeing what he's done since really 2014, you know, the World Cup, where he had that breakthrough with Colombia, and then obviously playing for, you know, one of the biggest clubs in Real Madrid and Bayern Munich on loan. Like, what has he really proven that shows that he's going to go right into that Everton team and absolutely change the dynamics of that team and the league? You look at all the signings Everton have made over like last season and this season, and I'm really not hating, but I don't understand how you can think that James Rodriguez joining your club is really going to make much significant change in your team. It's got to be tactical. It's got to be the team as a whole. James Rodriguez by himself doesn't add that much to the team, and I think even if you get that team playing well, what much more does he add than a Gylfi Sigurdsson? And laugh at that statement all you want, but tell me, what does he really add over Gylfi Sigurdsson, except maybe a little tiny bit of pace, which won't be very significant. They're both similar in age. Yeah, I just don't think I think James Rodriguez has been one of the most overrated players since the 2014 World Cup, like I said. But let me know, Everton fans and stuff like that, because I'm not having a go at you. Like I said, I think Decore would be a good signing. I think Allen is a fantastic signing. But I just don't know about this James Rodriguez one. I'd have to give it a miss, for just me. And then lastly, the mighty Reds beating Blackpool 7-2. That's how you get it done, by the way, Everton. Yeah, it is what it is, you know. Solid performance from the Reds, of course. Defensively, a lot to be talked about, and I do think Liverpool still need to find their feet a little bit in this pre-season, or at least in time for the start of the season. But no, it was a good performance from them all round. Of course, we went 2-0 down, And then we took the game by the fucking horns, like the fucking champions that we are, and just ended up absolutely slapping them. Man of the matches, I think you've got to look at, you know, the samurai Taki Minamino, Bobby Firmino has a great game as well. I think you've got to look in that region. Offensively, we were certainly a lot better defensively, so give it to one of the attackers. Also, shout out to my brother Harvey Elliott, made up for you, getting your first goal for the club, lads. I'm not sure if you're going to see this, but I fucking love you, G. And I'm made up that lad, you deserve it. But no, great game for Liverpool to build a bit of momentum off. Let me know if you watched the game in the comments down below. Let me know your man of the match and stuff. And yeah, that will conclude the end of this video. Hopefully you enjoyed. Yeah, it was a fun video to make, of course. Let me know if you'd like to see another one like this again. If you are enjoying the content, be sure to like, subscribe and comment down below, of course. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. I'll see you later.